Well, come on in. Hang out with me a little bit this evening in the shop. We're going to finish this up a knife. I got it over here, and it's a brand new pattern here at Swanee Valley Knives. The first run of this pattern. Call it the Hawthorne pattern. Just the template to it right here. All the templates you see, all these little wooden templates you see, are all the knives that Kimberly and I have chosen to run with for our online sales and stuff like that. To go ahead and get the ball rolling on that. I chose how many I got? I chose 7 patterns here. Kind of go through them a little bit here and show you what we're working with. Got this guy. It's got a cool little curve there towards the tip on the blade right there. It's a pretty cool little design. Might do something different with the handle though. It's kind of giving a little bit more pizzazz or whatever. I don't know. Look at that fancy word. Of course, we got Swanee Arrowhead right here. I named all these after things here around Florida. Swanee River, Arrowheads you can find all the time around here. Swanee Arrowhead, cool little design on this one. I've actually started making this knife a few months ago, and I kind of got on hold with it. This is supposed to be the prototype that I actually had started. This one's got thumb grip up here. It's going to come with some tang filing. We're going to do a video on that coming up too. You want to hit subscribe and everything. We're going to get into some good stuff here. But it's time to actually start putting things into motion for the shop and start doing some online stuff. I have one of my coworkers at work. He does leather work, so I'm going to try to team up with him. He's going to help me do some sheath work, hopefully. We'll talk with him more about it for these knives. It's like sell these with sheaths. So that way, in the world kind of beast was that? Oh, anyway, and I got the Micanopy pattern. It's a cool little fillet style. Y'all seen me build this knife probably a few times already on this channel. So that's definitely a keeper. It seems to be a favorite. The Aquawaha is a Tonto style blade. It's a good utilitarian kind of knife. It's kind of a good little EDC, it just an overall work knife. Take it with you wherever you go. It'll handle it. The Green Cove makes a good little camping knife, I think. Let's get a little design on that. Y'all seen me, I think I showed y'all this before when I was building the first run. I don't remember. But this guy here is a nice little knife design. Got the swedge here. Kind of drew the outlines, kind of give kind of what it would look like with all the beveling and stuff. That's the Green Cove. And of course, we've seen this one built a lot here on the channel. Y'all seen it through various short videos and also some of the builds. The Moccasin has become a real favorite pattern. And I'll be building these again. I can't wait because this is a real cool pattern that seems to be everybody's favorite amongst them all. And this is the new one, the new pattern, which we're fixing to get done with today. Y'all see it all finished up. Brand new pattern in my catalog, the Hawthorne. I named these after little towns here in Florida and things to do around the outdoors-esque part of Florida. So that's where I got these, like Alachua, the city of Alachua here, Micanopy. Aquawaha is a river here in Florida. They dammed it up to put a cross-Florida barge canal years and years ago. And the dam's still there. Back it up. It's a whole story on that river. Yeah, so let's get a hold of this knife. Let's get the handle done. I also have some cool camera work here to get you into a better angle over the grinder. You can really see what's going on as far as the handle making. So let's dive into it. Welcome to Swanee Valley Knives. Hang my hat up. I'm glad y'all stopped by to see. While I'm suiting up here getting all this done, if you would, hit that subscribe button for me. Click the bell to be made aware when the new videos drop. I try to get them out there kind of frequently, Get y'all in a little bit of these show and tells with them pocket knives and stuff. Steven's out here with me. He's out there playing. So I'm going to suit up here. I don't know where my glasses are. I'm going to borrow my son's. Hopefully it fits. Oh yeah, really small. Really
Really fast fall. There we go. Now I'll put them on. Oh yeah. And hit like, because that keeps me in the realm of YouTube's algorithm happiness. Thank you. I'll put these on because loud noise. How's that look? Great. Not going to waste time. I'll go ahead and put a brand new 40 on. Make short work of the wood here. Really take off some material. I got to adjust these wheels. Really loose. All right. Loud noise. Let's get this thing out of the clamps. Easy. Loud noise. Oh, no power. There it goes. Now loud noise. got that part done. Can't see nothing. Look at this. I was blind. Yeah, that's.
I was absolutely blind. Whew, sweating in them things. It's a little bit warmer these days in the shop. I turned that fan on, but the sound quality would not be good on that camera. So I'm gonna do something totally different for you guys. Now I would go into, I'll go through the different grits on the belts and everything on the sander and go all the way up, try to smooth this out. I'm gonna do that a little later. I'm gonna show y'all something a little different else that I'm trying to dabble into, to do something a little bit different than I usually do. Break out of my comfort zone. When it ain't really a hard thing to do. Not only not break out of my comfort zone, but the thing I'm fixing to do, which I figured to do something different than the same thing I show y'all all the time. We'll do that, and then I'll go back and do the hand sanding and put the final edge on. That's another point. But let's get here to the vise, and I want to get, right now, I want to clean up my bevels and try to polish them, kind of hand polish those up to 1,000 grit. I'm going to go from 40, 80, 120, 240, 400, 600, 800, 1,000. I'm skipping the grits, yeah, but the set that I have, that's how it goes. So that's the set I have. So I'm using what I have, and that's what's going to happen. So let's set up here, yeah, because right now it's still rough at 40 grit. So, but I got it contoured and got it to where I want it to be, and then I'm gonna go back and hand sand it, smooth it down, and it's really, I want y'all, it's just a really nice design, really nice. It's that Hawthorne pattern. So let's get this in the vise and we really bring this thing out. I'm not gonna clamp down too hard on it. Don't want to break the handle. Just enough to keep it steady, keep it still. Can I get up higher for you guys? Maybe. Might move y'all just a little bit here. Hang on, y'all. Feel some vibrations here, probably. Just want to get where I can get a good shot for you guys so you can see what all's going on. Move it. Hope you don't get motion sickness. That's what I'm going to do. It's just like when I do my hand sanding. I'm going to use the same strips. This guy here, all the way up to, I got the 800. I got the, looks like 1,000. I got the 400. This is a pretty heavy grit, so I'm guessing this is my 40. Or nope. It might be 80. So that might be the 80 grit. And a 40, there's the 240 right here. I got cut in half. And then we got here. Oh, that's the 80 grit, so that must be the 40. I don't see 120 though. Did I not have one? He's 120 though, this little guy. But it's alright. I'll make do with what I got. This here on this handle, if you notice this little here, it's actually little valleys from little bug creatures that were in the wood. I actually dug these little grooves and valleys. So what I do after I get done with the knife, we had this epoxy in there. That's a fast setting epoxy. Filling all the holes, seal the wood off now with epoxy and everything, a long lasting, and it really does a good job. I think that's pretty cool. Just different marks, just different natural markings of the, different markings of the wood's pretty cool. Gives it some character. So what I'm gonna do is just do one side, show you what all I do, and then I'll let y'all go. And I appreciate y'all clicking on. Probably not take too much time. So what I do is I go ahead and I have this degreaser in here, and what I do, I start with my 40, and just on the bevel parts, I'll fold that over. I can get better control on it. Just on the beveling part, I take my 40 and just start going to town. And it's not perfectly polished when I get done, but it's clean enough. It gives it a good contrast. Gives the knife a good contrast instead of it just being just a straight forged finish. There you go. We're removing some of it right there. Actually, I'm going to come up here to the swedge piece. Try to get it. I did it to another couple. I did this twice already to a couple of knives I made, and really like the results. It kind of gives it that rustic look. It looks like it's clean, but it's just, I don't know. It's kind of gives it a nice. There's still like dark undertones in the
bevels and all that stuff to still kind of bring out a certain contrast, but it's not straight forward spin. You know what I mean? You'll see here in just a second. Let me just get this done here. Remember, just try to stay within the lines of the bevel. I should tape it off, but I don't have any tape that's going to stay there once it gets wet. So this is what I do. This is how I roll. This is how I roll. Come on in. Take your shoes off. I don't think I've ever showed y'all this before. What I do here sometimes. Something different. Trying to take too long. I don't know if this camera's going to shut off. I think I'm at that threshold of my time. But anywho's, so just take a look at the cleanest, dirtiest rag you got and just wipe it off. 80 grit. This thing's got a nice point to it. The tip of this knife is sharp. Ask me how I know. Come on. Can't get that cleaned off in there. I wonder why. All right, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, she's coming alive now, y'all. Don't worry, I'm wetting that, I know, but I'll dry it before I seal it. It'll be just fine. I need to hurry up because I guess I'm moving up to the 240 now. I don't know what happened to my 120. And I don't have a 600 either, so 400 to 800 to 1,000, and that's it. And I'm going to let y'all go as soon as I get through the 1,000 on this one. And I want to thank y'all so much for clicking on and interacting and all that stuff. I appreciate it. I'm going to flip this knife over and do the other side the exact same way. There ain't no reason why I need to keep y'all on watching that. But I will give y'all I will show this knife for you and everything. And I'll have this knife available on a short video, so you can kind of see when it's done. It's kind of keep an eye out for that. Once I have it sharpened and sealed and everything looking good, and it'll be on its way to the customer. 800, and I'm dry that off really good. I know I'm really getting that wood wet. It's okay. I'll dry it off, and it'll be just fine. It'll be just fine. Ain't gonna worry about that, are we? It's so smooth now. You know when you get up in the higher grits, it just like it's going over it like silk. You know, you just feel it, the difference. You know, and I don't go for total polished. I just go to keep it, kind of like a patina kind of look on it, like it's been around for years. And right here on the 1,000, finishing that up. I'll give that advice much. I'll take a good look at it here before I cut you loose. Oh, nice. My cat just threw up outside my shop. You know I'm filming, right? You nasty turd. What'd you eat? That don't look very good. Well, don't leave it for me to clean. Where are you going? Clean up your shit. Oh, he's still throwing up. Poor fella. Gotta teach you. All right, let me show y'all real quick. I'll cut you loose. Real close. This is the. I might do this a bit better. This is the before side. You know how it was just all straight force finish, and this is what it looks like. Add a little contrast to it after we do the hand sanding on up to 1,000. Like I said, it's not real polished. Not really going for that look. Make it look like it's been around the block a time or two, and it's well trusted. Hey, I had this knife in the family for like 100 years, and it's never let me down once. And that kind of deal. It's always done knife things. So thank you so much for clicking on, guys. I'm gonna let you go. Like I said, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. It's free. What you got to lose? I do all the work, and hopefully you get some sort of fulfillment out of that.
I do show and tells. I do these knife builds. I have another series on here I call Between the Builds, where I do things for the workshop, do some upgrades or whatever I need. Necessity is mother of all invention, and boy, do I invent some things that I need. So, and click the bell for new video notifications. Hit like to keep me in the realm of YouTube algorithm happiness. And until next time, shall see you when I see you. I'm gonna get this fan on and then continue on getting this knife done. Good night, everybody.